Okay. So, I love pick-a-piles. Well, let me try to, it's a little tilted. Okay, what else? Can't be perfect all the time, right? Side note. Okay, so I only have 2 piles. Again, this is just with my spiritual team, my angels, archangels, my soul family. I'm sure I got my Lyran guides here too. But I specifically ask for certain people and my higher self as well to come through on certain things. So they advised that I just do 2. I just thought it would be fun. See how this goes. All right, so for pile 1, I was totally feeling this little crow. He's cute. So it fits for pile 1, it feels. And then for pile 2, we have a little tiger. He's cute. So I'm gonna clear out the energy. We're gonna start with pile 1, our little crow friend here. Even though I kind of already did clear out the energy, but I don't want to get them separate. This will be interesting. So for whoever needs, some messages, whoever who felt guided to the little crow, pile 1. Alright, we're gonna clear that out. Alright, so let's see. I kind of just picked everything before while I was shuffling. So we're just gonna roll with it here. Alright, so for pile 1, the crow, we have Serenity, Offerings, Shaman, Bright Heart Light, Open Connections, Soul Writing, See Only Love, Gaia Gateway Activation, Upheaval, Angel of Balance, Dawn New Beginnings. I'll read these. Waning Moon, Ready to Promotion, Your Animal Guide. You had 2. The orangutan is coming through for you. Lotus Blue Butterfly. The angel or god or goddess that wanted to come out was Goddess of Compassion. You got Pandora's Gift. And I want to read this after. This is last. I always love to end with those. So I'm going to put this aside, the message that'll tie into everything. I don't really want to look at it because I just want to see if what I'm channeling, is on point or not. It's kind of just a fun thing I like to do. And then you do have 2 messages that Thoth wanted to come through with, which is love and death. Awesome, right? And I'm being serious about that too. Which is funny because it is the Angel of Balance coming through, love, death, I feel like whoever was guided to this pile, especially with it being the crow, I feel like you are definitely here to master balance in yourself, harmony and balance, again, within your own, the duality in yourself, okay? I feel like you have had a lot of dark nights of the soul. I feel like you have learned how to truly get through all of those dark nights of the soul and still manage to have love to be able to give to others, to have love to be able to want to give still showing compassion. And you've just, I can feel it. There was a lot that you've been through, that you've literally had to pull yourself out of, most likely by yourself. A lot of the times here, this journey can take you to where you do have to go into that hermit mode. You do have to separate yourself. If you take this as serious, you know, as it is, or as it, I mean, again, I can't say as it should be, but it seems to me that what I'm feeling is you do take this very seriously. This is your life. This is your mission, your soul. I feel like the person that I'm talking to right now is here to master, or you already were and you're coming back to reawaken things within you or tie up old karmic debts that you have here. But you're very gifted, especially with shaman coming out. Your gifts are only going to increase. So I don't know, you may have been thinking, you know, that shamanism looks kind of interesting, or, you know, you might even be I'm seeing like plant ceremonies, certain kinds of ceremonies where you go to connect more with your soul, as if you would go to a shaman. Or if those kinds of things might interest you, you might be being called to try to do that. Or if there is some sort of situation like that. I really feel like your heart chakra has opened significantly here as well. A lot of the focus, you know, might have been on your heart. You might be wanting to write a book. I'm just seeing a book, or maybe this is a new book, or some sort of connection that you have with manifesting. There's writing here though. But I think it's also a rewrite of your journey going forward. I really feel like a lot of the work that you have done, you are going to propel forward and very quickly. But there is significance here about writing. I don't know if somebody in this pile is even thinking about writing, but I'm hearing go for it. Write, blog, do it, or the book, whatever. It's some sort of writing that they're saying to go for it, go for your dream. If that's something you think you can accomplish, you can. Right now too, with Gaia Gateway activation, obviously, if you pick this pile, you're advanced soul here, so you're aware of what's going on with the Mother Earth right now, how the consciousness is raising. You are here to help with that. You probably already know that. I do think that there might be a move in the future for whoever I'm talking to. I feel like you're going to have to literally uplift your, what is that term? Reroute your whole life. I don't know, reroute. I'm hearing reroute locations, whether that is in a job or home. I'm getting it's where you live too. Obviously too, it could be career, but I do think that there is going to be an uprooting of where you currently are. Now I don't know what that is. I'm just literally seeing it like you're just, I feel like it's a future thing. I don't know how soon it could be, but I feel like your entire life is going to change. And whether it's I don't know who all is going to be picking this, but I do feel like for a lot, it might really be your entire area where you're at, your home, where you stay, where you live. There's a heavy influence on that here too. Warning as well here. Remembering to see only love. I know it can be hard, especially when certain people really have done you really bad, and it doesn't make it any easier in your ego mind, right? The human mind here to, you can forget but to truly forgive is something different. There's a message here to really remember to see only the love in any situation. I'm getting family and I'm seeing parental figures, whether that's your grandmother, your mother, your father, your grandfather, aunt, uncle, some sort of person to you, that was somebody that you looked up to or was more of an authority figure. There is healing that is needed to see love in that situation, and I just, that's what I'm seeing with that. Yeah, it really is. It's remembering, you know, you may hold a grudge that you don't even know about when it comes to family, right? But I'm telling you, I'm seeing it's some sort of parental figure in your life that may have caused you some pain, or there's just not getting along. You two may not very well see eye to eye. You might be two completely different people, but at the end of the day, just remembering that you chose your parents or your parental figure in your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the whatever, right? But at the end of the day, down here, they're playing a role in your life. That role was to help you grow. So instead of holding the grudge on that particular person or persons, but I don't, you know, take it how it resonates, but instead of being angry about it because they're supposed to be a parental figure in your life, or they're supposed to be your mom or your dad or your whoever, right? No one's perfect. Everything that happened to you is exactly how it was supposed to happen, including your family structure, because you are here to as well break those patterns in the generation, in your DNA, your bloodline, right? So see only love in that. You are having new beginnings coming in. Yeah, and this just kind of clarified with what I was just saying as well. It literally says here, waning moon, let go of that which is causing your inner turmoil. Now is the time for casting away emotions that no longer serving you. So, and again, it's red, so I'm you know, with the message I got, it has to do with your family structure or some kind of foundation that you had with this figure, parental figure in your life. I do hear that there will be some time for new opportunities to come through with whoever that resonated with, like the first person that came to your mind that could be about. I do feel like there's going to be new opportunities coming in for you to heal that. I feel like there is not much communication, but you have a chance to heal that. Because you have to remember, you know, this goes down generation to generation, how your parental figures were raised, how they were raised. The whole point of this is to break that chain, that pattern, right? So don't hold a grudge on somebody that was only taught with their no, you're here because you're more awakened. So find the compassion in that for your own parental figures as well. There is a raise or promotion that's coming in, which that energy's been heavy. I mean, I literally just did a message earlier talking about it. There's going to be just a lot to celebrate soon. And this one says here, congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Say, keep up the good work. Yeah, I could tell whoever's watching this, you are a very advanced soul. Very compassionate, very kind, very strong and determined. You're a hard worker. I can feel that you put in the work, especially when you have that spark, that passion in you. This energy is just really, really chill too. Like very like, don't start none, there won't be none type of energy here. I feel like you have, like when it comes to mastering balance, you have found balance in yourself. Your shadow side, your light side, like you're ready, willing, and able to now stand firmly with who you are, like self-acceptance here. I love it. And again, with Pandora's gift, you know, it's a beautiful thing, this transformation you worked really, really hard for. And then Goddess of Compassion says self-criticism is diminishing your sense of self-worth. So again, that was kind of right under the see only love. Just remembering not to be too hard on yourself either. Oh, and that's funny. Earlier it was, the camera was crooked. It was like, oh, not everything's, can't have everything perfect over here. So isn't that funny? Yeah. Stop trying to be perfect. Or like, just be you, be goofy. Like, you don't have to have everything under control. I know there's a lot of pressure, like, oh, if I step up and I step out, then, let's just forget the whole, oh, if you're so spiritual, then basically people think if you're spiritual, you're supposed to be a walkover. Like they could just walk all over you. Is that a thing? Walk over? I don't know, but they push over. Okay, yeah. Okay, what? Pushover. You're not a pushover. Okay? Hence we have a dark and a light side here, sweetie, okay? So don't be so hard on yourself when people try to make you feel bad for not being a pushover. They had enough of that your whole life, okay? This is the, no, we're not doing that this time around. And then with two came out for pile one, the orangutan and the lotus blue butterfly. I don't know if you guys, hadn't seen anything with that, but basically here what they're trying to say with that is have fun, loosen up, be silly, play, bring out that childlike self. Your transformation, speak though. Make sure you're speaking your authentic truth. The transformation, not only through your eyes and your perspective of how you see things, but how you relay your messages to what you project and to what you say about yourself. I'm getting a lot of just giving yourself a pep talk is going to be really helpful. Shit, talk to yourself. I talk to myself all the time, out loud, in loud, I do, whatever. Okay, and if you got to give yourself a pep talk to go try things, new things, or anything, it's just a lot of good energy here. And then let's read your last card. Dearest Geo, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Oh my God, I was talking about that in the beginning. Like everything was exactly how it was supposed to be, even in your family structure. Yo, stop. I love it. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. You'll be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open. Yo, that's what I was saying. I was seeing that, like the reference to the eyes. Yo, I love them. Oh my God. I love them. Confirmation. Then you can decide, stay or go, sink or swim, move or stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom and opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Set yourself and others free. But also, don't put too much pressure on yourself about having to be perfect because you are walking this spiritual route. You're loud and proud about it. And like, don't let anyone try to, make you feel like, oh, well, if you were so spiritual, then why are you... Again, hensing you got both sides in you like everyone else, and we're supposed to be. You know who you are, and the only person that you need to worry about that, really who you're trying to impress is yourself and the divine here. Like you don't, and not even impress, but like they're the only opinions that really matter at the end of the day. So yeah, I love it. Okay, awesome. Just clean up here and do pile 2. Alright, I'm going to clear out energy though. So I got some fresh energy. Okay. All right. Oh, of course it's by a window. Okay, here we go. There we go. Okay. All right, so pile 2. You picked the little tiger. So cute. Look at him. He's just like so cute. Oh wait, it was from the Palo Santo. I was like, what the heck is that? All right. Our little tiger pile. I'm so excited. Pile 2 actually had a lot of doubles come out. 2 could be significant there. I don't know why I feel like this has something to do with a relationship of some sort. I don't know. All right, so we have Guardian Angel, Soul Loss, Spring, and Summer. See this 2 too. There's something. These are 2 here. Go with the Flow, Opening Heart. You had a few divine. Well, you had Divine Animals, Focus, Let Your Light Shine, Ground Yourself, Crystal Skull, Wisdom, Caring Connections, Dreamtime, Full Moon, and then Moon in Pisces, again with the double, like the 2 fish here. There was a lot of 2 cards that wanted to come out with this. God of Reflections, After the Storm, White Pelican, Failure, Faulty, Defeat, Fortune. Release Jealousy, Moonlighting, Organize for Success. Let me just see what I pick up here. All right, so for whoever I'm picking up on right now, who picked the pile 2, the tiger, I feel like I just feel this really sadness, like a lot of sadness, a lot of tears cried. It's heavy. And I do feel like it has to do with a romantic partner. I feel like you've cried a lot of tears over this person. I feel like a part of your soul is still with this person. I don't feel like you necessarily have fully let go. So I feel like sometimes you may think you have, but I feel like sometimes, yeah, it's one of those situations where, you know, it's easier to just not see them physically, right? Because what is that? Oh God, what is that saying? Like, if they're not in your mind, or I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hold on. It's where it's easier if you don't have to see or think about them when they're not, like, you don't even think about it, but then when they pop back up, it's like everything kind of bursts back open. All those feelings come right back because you haven't fully healed from it. I feel like you really were trying to manifest hard for this relationship. I think your intentions were very pure of whatever you were trying or whatever you thought would happen with this person. I just do feel like there was a lot of effort that you put in, a lot of hope. feel like this person could have showed up a lot in your dreams. This was a significant, I can feel it's a significant connection in your life. Now, however that resonates, if it's someone you're currently still with, someone you're not with, someone you never were with, but you had a lot of love for, there's that one, there's that one specific person for you. I think at some point, the reason you connected with this person was because you both were in the same mentality. I feel like there was a lot of depression that flares up with this person that you might not even know about. Some toxic behaviors, whether that's overindulging in drinking, smoking, whatever, sex, anything. There's addictive behaviors. There's an addiction to wanting to dominate someone and then leave them in the dust, control, right? What is that? Any sort of addictive qualities. But I feel like this person is definitely the one that you were connecting with. It's very low in vibration. And the energy is really heavy. There's unhealed trauma there. And maybe you came into this person's life, I think with the best of intentions, but hey, I think at one point, again, you related to this person because you weren't fully healed. You were able to see yourself in them because at one point you were also struggling with, your depressive tendencies, the ups and downs, your own, going through addictions, right? So I feel like this was a connection that you've had for a while, whether it was on and off. Right now, I feel like you're in the point of you needing to balance. I feel like you could be going through phases where you feel it's like a roller coaster. You got your ups, you got your highs, but then when you go down hard. And it's kind of a little bit harder to get you out of the funk of those downward spirals. Making sure you take the time to really be in silence, kind of separate yourself. I would suggest meditations, grounding yourself, right? That way you're not fluctuating so much. I know it's easy to get lost in wanting to just disassociate with the whole world. Sometimes we tend to seclude ourselves so much and want to be in the, dreamy land and only thinking about, spiritual aspects of life that we forget that we're here in Earth for a reason. We're here for a purpose. We have to be present in Earth as well. We can't just always be up here in our heads, right? That's how you disassociate, it feels. That's how you disassociate yourself with the world. You pull back and then you go in your own little world. But you need to be here as well, more so, especially now with everything going on. You also might be getting some healing going on with your crown chakra. I think whatever you're going through, this is going to be one of the biggest things that you can just take with you in your little, I like to call them piggy banks. Either you got karma, you got dharma, you got little coins you add up, right, for each one. You got to balance stuff out, right? I do feel like you're going to gain a lot of wisdom from this situation, and you will gain clarity for whether or not this type of connection is going to be long lasting or if it was just a lesson and then you're on to your next blessing. Not everybody in our life is supposed to be the end all, be all end all for us, right? a lot of us go through different relationships in our life, and they're all significant in their own right. I do feel like you have just felt complete defeat and failure when it comes to this, and there's heavy blacks and purples here. So like I said, this has been not easy. This has brought you a lot of pain, a lot of darkness, a lot of you like looking into your own self and having to really analyze who you are as a person. I mean, your guardian angel has been by your side the entire time, by the way, protecting you, comforting you, trying to guide you, always, has watched you suffer from this connection. Absolutely 100%. So the message I'm hearing is really try to pull back that part of you, your soul fragment, right? Call it back, call back your power, heal it. You know, don't hold on to whatever type of attachment you still have with this person. I really thought that, you thought that this was the person you would, really potentially have it all with. Fortune, right? Kind of reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune, but also Fortune as the 10 of Pentacles. Like, I really feel like you thought this was like your person, potentially. But it kind of left you in a void, right? Left you in this void. But through that void, your heart burst open. There's healing that's going to happen. There is a light at the end of the tunnel here. You're not stuck. There is a rainbow at the end of that, or no, a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I don't freaking know why that came to mind. That might resonate with someone. Who knows? One of your, oh look, and 2-2. I told you, this pile had a lot of 2s here going on. So that's why I know it's definitely having to do with someone else here. And the number 22, White Pelican, ease, optimism, grace, cooperation. I'm thinking this jealousy, about releasing jealousy. It's not you. I just heard it's not coming from you. It's coming from the other person. That's what one of my guides just said. I feel like they feel like your success and all the things that you have come through thus far is kind of triggering them to be a little envious, a little jealous when they shouldn't be. They should be wanting to celebrate your success with you, be rooting for you in your corner. I feel like the message as well is that you need to, I just heard heal, 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 heal. You need to heal this loss that you felt here, the soul part of your soul that you felt. This person may still have, because you're allowing it. You're allowing it. Call back your power. They're wanting you to focus on yourself, where you're going forward. Prepare for success. You're coming out after the storm. And again, what do owls represent? Wisdom. Yellow. Your solar plexus. Yeah, it might have done a real number on your heart here, but stay confident in who you are. Because at the end of the day, the only thing you take with you is wisdom. You have yourself. And remembering to, through this was really painful. You cried a lot. All right, so what I just got to with what I just heard is to tell, say this. And I hate to and I get it, but what you saw in this person in the beginning or whatever, you don't have to feel foolish, because it was a reflection at one point of what you were. You may start to notice right now that, you've outgrown the situation. Now when you look at this person, or even if this is a little bit of time from now, you're not going to recognize yourself anymore. You're not going to really, again, significance for the moment, right? But there may be some healing you want to look into as to, okay, well, what was it about this person that I was attracted to so much, or that I thought all these things, or, you really have to look at that part of it and figure out because that's the part that needs to be healed. And I ultimately think it comes down to worthiness too, of love. With a lot of, most people put up with a lot of shit because they don't fully, love themselves. And I am so sorry, my cat and my other cat are fighting. So see, no. I don't know if you can even hear it. It's Riley crying, my female cat, and the male cat's being mean to her. Go figure. I don't know. Alright, anyways, yeah, they really want you to focus on letting your light shine regardless, okay? Because there are so many other people out there who really will want to give you love, want to celebrate you, want to celebrate with you and your success. I mean, this one person is not the be-all, end-all here. Rest. Take some time out for yourself. Reflect, And you actually, this pile 2 had 2 of these that came out. So let's just say, dearest you, selfless giving is an elixir so sweet and life-giving and amazing that it should be customary for everyday living. Right now, generosity is being asked of you. Let go of a debt, release an obligation, or do a solid kindness to someone for no other reason than as an exercise of the heart. You will be surprised how quickly a generous heart is repaid. We know it often doesn't happen in the immediate exchange. Oh my gosh. So temper your expectations. Know that life has an uncanny way of sending miracles seemingly unrelated to your kindness. Generosity. And yet it's interconnected in magical ways. The more you act from generosity, the bigger your heart grows and the more love and abundance you will experience. We also know that someone could be entering your life with a generous offer for you. Take it and trust you are worthy and deserving of it. You have to receive, not just give. All right, that last one. Dearest you, we're a chatty bunch over here, always talking about how to support you in your life's journey. We communicate to you through the language of oracles, dreams, signs, metaphors, and omens. In your life on Earth, however, clarity in your communication is essential to being understood. You don't speak in symbols, and if you did, you would definitely confuse things. Right now, you're facing a situation in which you're being asked to have integrity, be clear, and learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The first step is to admit out loud that you have needs. The second is to ask out loud for them to be met. And the third is to allow the other person, organization, or even us to answer you. When you follow these steps, you can most definitely expect an answer. In your favor, affirmative, we say. Yeah, confirmation. I knew it had something to do with about another person. The heartache, they weren't giving you exactly what you deserve. But again, were you speaking up? Have an open heart and go with the flow with this situation, because I always look at it from a higher perspective as well. You know, as much as you may not be getting from this person, maybe what you're giving is what they need too. But you have to have a balance, you know, giving and receiving, right? But if they're constantly draining you, you need to take a step back, because ultimately you and your energy and your essence has to come first, because you have to take care of you before you can help others. But I do feel like expect a message from someone. I don't know if it's the specific person, but and be kind, be gentle, you know, just still be you, but don't be a doormat. All right, I'm gonna take care.